When it said software instability, I also saw that it said R9. It didn't say RA9, but it did say R9. Is that RA9 slowly but surely corrupting us? What is RA9? Well, I see, what's her name? Amanda. I don't think we have to investigate stuff anymore because we saw that thing in front of us. It gave Connor some sort of shock to his system. I don't think we can touch it anymore. Or I guess we can. Never mind. And it did it again. We don't know why. We don't know what it does. Maybe it helps us connect with RA9 a bit more intimately. I don't know, but I just saw that thing say R9. All I could think of was RA9. And maybe it's because we're slowly but surely becoming deviant ourselves. Maybe we're about to see the light eventually. I mean, I don't know what CyberLife would think of that, considering we're a prototype. But I guess we shouldn't let Amanda know anything about that. We are stable, okay, Amanda? We're not going to turn deviant.
Amanda. Connor, I've been expecting you. Would you mind a little walk? That deviant seemed to be an intriguing case. A pity you didn't manage to capture it.
Yeah, no excuse for that. I'm sorry, Amanda.
I have no excuse. I should have been more efficient.
Did you manage to learn anything?
I found its diary, but it was encrypted. It may take weeks to decipher.
What else?
The walls of the apartment were covered with drawings of labyrinths and other symbols. Like the other deviants, it seemed obsessed with RA9.
You came very close to capturing that deviant. How is your relationship with the Lieutenant developing?
She doesn't like him, right? If I said saving, I think it's gonna have negative, fuck!
It's improving. I've come to understand him better, and he's growing accustomed to my presence.
I mean, that's good, right? We didn't say we liked him or that we saved him.
We don't have much time. Deviancy continues to spread. It's only a matter of time before the media finds out about it. We need to stop this, whatever it takes.
I will solve this investigation, Amanda. I won't disappoint you.
A new case just came in. Find Anderson and investigate it.
I've also just realized something. I kind of remember it from the last time we were here, but I don't know if it was me, if I just didn't explore as thoroughly as I should have, or maybe I did. I'm pretty sure for the episode, I edited most of it out because, you know, it was just walking in a circle essentially. But that's the point that I was just thinking about right now. We were walking in a circle. Wait, was there an entrance to this place? Because, like, the place kind of gives me uncanny valley. Like, I get that this is, like, in the future. So instead of, like, all trees, we do have some, what appeared to be, like, some sort of, like, artistic view of what a tree would look like made out of plastic and stuff. So, you know, it's got, like, that modern, not minimalistic, but contemporary feeling to this Zen garden. But I was like, wait, how do we even get here? I don't remember if there was like a path to enter or not. I remember there was a circle, but that was it. So I'm like, what is this place? Because it's intriguing. It's definitely like a peaceful place, but it also doesn't seem, I don't know what the word would be. Real, I guess, would be the best way that I could put it. It just feels like uncanny, like it shouldn't belong. I don't know what, like, if what I'm trying to say is coming out the way it should, but it just gives me like this weird feeling. Because it's like the pathways as well look, well, I was going to say fake, but all pathways are created by man, like the sidewalks and roads, but it feels weird, manufactured. More so than, I guess, because this is made of stone pavements, like the concrete, the roads and stuff, but inside that Zen garden, it's like plasticky feeling. I guess that's why, because it feels like plastic, so it doesn't feel real. It's the best way that I could put it. Look for Lieutenant Anderson. Well, that's his car. I guess we could check that first, see if he is here, or maybe he's passed out inside his car. No, it is not. He is not. Maybe I should knock on the door first before peeking into his damn house like some sort of creeper, a peeping Tom. So, wait, is anybody home? Let me check the windows first before I knock the damn door. I'm sorry, I'm a creeper. I am an android. I could just say I'm not accustomed to human, well, customs. Even though, isn't that the point of these androids, is that they're supposed to, like, act and behave like humans do to facilitate their integration into human society even better. But I'm a prototype. I'll just say that I wasn't designed that way. That's why I'm a bit odd.
Lieutenant Anderson! Anybody home?
Find a way inside. Okay, I guess I can now look inside the window. That is like the longest ring I've ever seen. I guess we were making incredibly sure that he couldn't hear us. Okay, I guess now is justified for us to look inside. That is a dog. That is one giant ass dog. Isn't that like a Saint Bernard? Oh, his dog is there. The lights are on, but he's not answering. Guess we have no choice but look towards the back. See, now I'm justified into looking inside the windows because this appears to be like a welfare check now. He's not responding because he is right there. He is unconscious. Hank, I knew alcohol was involved. I mean, it's Hank. I think everyone would have guessed that alcohol was involved. Yeah, show us those.
Easy, Sumo. I'm your friend. See? I know your name. I'm here to save your owner.
I would have laughed if he gave us a big ass lick to the face. I love dogs. I hate being licked though. At least on the face. If it was anywhere else, well, except, you know, other areas that may or may not involve peanut butter. But if it was like on the arms or the legs, okay, fine. But if it was the face, especially a dog that big, one lick would just get your entire face. Of course, that looks like a bottle of whiskey. Jack Daniels, not that oh, that is a revolver. Hank? Explain yourself, Hank. You are unconscious, right? Not dead? I was gonna say, I've drank my fair share of Jack Daniels and even Evan Williams, and it looks like that bottle. But now we have an unconscious Hank with a gun in his hand. Traces of alcohol. Scotch whiskey. 40% alcohol content. Yep, it is definitely whiskey. I hear a heartbeat, so that's good. Slight arrhythmia, because he's, you know, drunk. But no signs of trauma. That's good. I hate that feeling when you drink and you get drunk and your heart starts beating a bit faster. Revolver. 1 bullet remaining. I don't know if that picture is supposed to be accurate, but doesn't that mean that the bullet was right there? Like, it was the next... If he pulled the trigger, it would have went off? Black lamb.
Lieutenant. Wake up, Lieutenant.
It's
me, Connor. I'm going to sober you up for your own safety. I'll have to warn you.
Leave me
This may
alone,
be unpleasant.
fucking android. Get the fuck out of my house.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but I need you.
He's so drunk, he's not even questioning how we got
Thank you in
inside.
advance for your cooperation.
Get the fuck out of here.
Take him to the bathroom. Are we gonna splash cold
Shut up.
water?
Attack. Good job. Attack.
What a great attack, Sumo.
Fuck, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Are we gonna induce puking? Because that would kind of help as well.
Oh, leave me alone, you asshole. I'm not going anywhere.
Hank, you need to throw up.
What the hell are
Wait,
you
what?
doing?
Sorry, wait. Did that say something about being grumpy? Something about... what did that say? I was trying to read that. That was that like words of affirmation on his mirror, Hank? That's cute. I should probably start doing that too.
I don't want a bath. Thank you.
Sorry, Lieutenant. It's for your own good.
Does cold water even sober you up? I've never tried it.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
But I guess it's that system shock where you're suddenly cold and it snaps you out or something, maybe?
What the fuck are you doing here?
A
There
homicide
it
was
is.
reported 43 minutes ago. I couldn't find you at Jimmy's bar, so I came to see if you were at home.
Jesus, I must be the only cop in the world that gets assaulted in his own house by his own fucking android. Can't you just leave me alone?
No, I was assigned to you.
You seem to have personal issues.
Oh my
You
gosh.
should consult a professional who can help you.
Beat it, you hear me? Get the hell out of here!
I didn't mean for that to happen. I didn't mean for that to happen. That sounded a lot worse than it came out.
I understand. It probably wasn't interesting anyway. A man found dead in a sex club downtown. Guess they'll have to solve the case without us.
Not interesting whatsoever.
You know, probably wouldn't do me any harm to get some air. There's some clothes in the bedroom there.
Of course.
I'll go get them.
When it said solution, I thought it was going to be more neutral. That was like a personal attack. Well, he needs it, but it's not like he would pay attention to us. Like, people who need help usually don't, they don't usually like it when you tell them that they need help. Anyways, I was trying to read this. It says, crap, shaving or not, I think. I should probably, oh no, where are my glasses? Oh no, I don't know where I left them. They're not here. Crap. Okay, I'm not grumpy, I just don't like you, and I don't know, it says keep something. There's one more. It says today will be fabulous. It says keep something. I think it's with an S. And I think it might end with a Y. I guess I'll see that when I'm editing this video. It should be a little more clearer. I'll probably have my glasses there too. But yeah, these are definitely words of affirmation.
What do you want to wear?
Are like all the outfits like already together? Or do I get to pick and choose like which pants, which shirts, which shoes? Hippie, stripy, streaky. Let's go with streaky. Okay, I guess it's the complete package. Don't need a mix and match. I would have dressed you up fabulously. I can't even dress up myself. Who am I kidding? I wear the same shirt. Well, no. Okay. It's not the same shirt. I have multiples of the same shirt, but it's the same shirt every single day for the most part. I do have other shirts, but I have more than one of this shirt. Okay. Is what I meant to say. Good. You're getting it out of your system. That usually helps me.
Are you all right, Lieutenant?
Yeah. Wonderful. Just give me 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Do we get exactly 5 minutes? Let it all out, Hank. Don't you mind me. There is something over there. What did it say? Learn more about Hank. Read. Okay, I am going to do what I usually do and wait for the end because I think this might be timed. He did say 5 minutes, so I'm gonna. I think that's north. Sorry, I got caught off by that image. Hank said 5 minutes, so I'm gonna treat it as literally 5 minutes. And I love to talk, so I'm gonna wait for the reading parts. Can we check out the kitchen first of all? Okay, let me check this real quick since it's right here. Autumn Blues, Detroit Soul Records. Hank loves jazz. He also loves heavy metal, doesn't he? He was eating a burger. He's got Chinese takeout there and pizza. This guy needs to get a better diet. Is that his son? Or is that Hank when he was little? It could go either way. Deceased. Oh. Anderson Cole. From 2029 to 20... I didn't get to... Hank lost his son. Hold on, can I put this up? Yes. We'll help you out, Hank. You definitely need help. But people can only help themselves when they actually want the help. But we'll help them and the little small things that we can.
What were you doing with the gun?
Russian roulette. Wanted to see how long I could last.
Hank,
Must have collapsed before I found out.
we need to talk.
You were lucky. The next shot would have killed you.
Well, lucky for us, but I'm pretty sure he thought it was unlucky that it wasn't. Oh. You clean up nicely.
Be a good dog, Sumo. I won't be long.
Yeah, but I have a feeling Hank would have wanted it to be the next shot, and it was unlucky for him that he collapsed before he found out. Russian roulette. It's like, I guess now that we know he had a son that died, and considering he hates androids, I could put two and two together. It was probably the fault of an android. I can see why he's the way he is. I'll talk a bit about it right now, or after I My mind is also a mess. I'll talk about it after I read the flow charts. So Hank is a friend. Amasta is trusted. Software instability is still question mark. Public opinion is skeptical. There was one thing we did not do before we spotted Anderson. Enter the house. Hank's dog attacks. Calm Hank's dog. So could we not have calmed him down? Would he have attacked us? Well, we know that we found out his name was Sumo from snooping at Hank's desk, which, yeah, it's not a good thing to intrude in someone's privacy, but I guess if we're trying to learn about them, it couldn't hurt to snoop a little bit, especially if they don't know, because he wasn't at his desk. So we kind of did it in secrecy. Or maybe that's worse, because we did it and he didn't even know we're creepers. I don't know. But we learned about Hank's dog's name. And if we didn't, would he have attacked us? Regardless, it seems like it's still going to go into analyze Hank, whether he attacked us or not. Distant attitude, 63%. How do you get like a closer attitude? I guess not do the solution choice. We took streaky shirt, 33%. Oh, I guess all we did was change his shirt. Yeah, because that's where he had vomit on his shirt. So we just changed that. So I guess he kept the pants. We just selected the shirt. I thought it was going to be the entire outfit. Because I'm like, if he's drunk, his entire outfit probably stinks. Especially because he was on the ground. If he spilled alcohol, he was laying on top of it. So I just assumed it was going to be the entire outfit. But no, we got the shirt. And then read, pull the plug, and tainted love. I need to remember. Find a picture of Hank's son, 94%. Learn Hank was playing Russian roulette, 38%. I guess not many people wanted to question. It said 5 minutes. I thought we had more time. There's 2 other things I did not do. Crap. Hank is ready. Left for Eden Club. This one was very short. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. About Hank. Well, I guess now we can understand why he drinks himself into a stupor very frequently. So, without getting into too much personal information, let's just say I've been there. I've been at rock bottom. Like, I felt like I could not go any lower than when that time in my life happened. And although I did not drink every single day, what I did do was drink every other day. And it wasn't just a couple of beers either after work. It was getting drunk. So much money was wasted. I wish I could go back. And plus, not to mention the effect it possibly had on my health. Like, I would not be surprised if, like, in my 50s or 60s, complications of the liver happen because of my chronic drinking. So I would drink, let's say, like, Monday, get drunk. Tuesday, I would recover because I was hungover the entire day. Wednesday, I felt a little better, so I got drunk again. Thursday, hungover, recovery day. Friday, I felt better. Let's drink to get drunk again. And, you know, so on, so on. It kept repeating. So every other day I would drink a lot because I just was using it to cope, to try to forget about my problems. Because when you're blackout drunk, you don't think of anything. So it's like, hey, this is helping, but it's not helping because obviously drinking alcohol does not solve your problems. In fact, it can add to them because you have health problems now. Plus, your mental state is in a terrible state, especially because you become dependent on alcohol. You become addicted to it. Your body cannot function without that drink because you've accustomed it to getting drunk so frequently that it craves it. And plus, it affects your relationships with people because people can and will see that you have a drinking problem. They're going to want to help you. And guess what? They're going to attempt to help you. And you are going to get mad because you don't want help. It's so weird, isn't it? Because it's like you're self-aware that you need help. Like I was. Like I knew I should stop drinking, but I couldn't because I became addicted. It's not so easy to just stop. But when people try to help you, it's like you get mad because it's like, I don't know, I guess an insult to your ego where it's like, I could quit whenever I want. I don't need help. I could get better tomorrow if I so choose. I guess, I don't know what it is, but you get mad. I mean, look at Hank. Hank, I'm pretty sure if you tell him he had a problem and he needs help, he's not going to take that lightly. Well, especially from an Android. But yeah, I was in a terrible, terrible state in my life. I did not lose a kid, though. I don't have children of my own. At least I don't think I do. Nobody has come up and said, hey, this is your child that I had like 5-10 years ago. So I don't have children. But like I said, I was in a very low place and I use alcohol as a coping mechanism, and I would drink so frequently. And yeah, I could see why Hank does it, because he lost a kid. That has to be devastating. And I can only guess by putting 2 and 2 together that it was the fault of an android. That's why he hates androids. I didn't get to see how old he was. Connor put down the picture before I completely read it. I'll see it obviously when I'm editing this. But he was a kid still, so it's not like he was an adult. Because even then, that would be tragic. You know, as a parent to lose a child, even if they are technically an adult, they're still your kid. It's going to be devastating. But to lose them so young before they even had a chance of life, that is like even more so. So I can see why he drinks himself into a stupor frequently. I can now see why he was playing Russian roulette. Yeah, from Connor's perspective, it's lucky that he didn't pull the trigger and that he passed out before he had a chance to. But from Hank's perspective, it's probably unlucky because it's like, damn, I was almost there. I almost had my wish. And well, more so, I don't know if it's really his wish because he did it when he was drunk. You lose your inhibitions when you drink and you do things that you normally wouldn't. So even though he's depressed, if he really wanted to end it all, he would. But he doesn't. It's when he gets drunk, it seems, when he finally finds the courage. I mean, they do call alcohol liquid courage because, like I said, it lowers your inhibitions and you tend to do things that you normally wouldn't. Usually, it would be like trying to hit on someone. If you're at a club, you drink some, and then you see this pretty woman, and normally you wouldn't approach her, but drunk you is like, I got this. And then you walk up to her and you make an ass out of yourself because you're slurring your words. And you smell because, you know, that alcohol breath comes out and then she leaves. So, you know, they do call it liquid courage. And that's probably why he decided to play Russian roulette, because he said, fuck it. So maybe he does see it from Connor's perspective that it was lucky that he didn't pull the trigger. Maybe when he sobers up, he's going to be like so grateful that we were there for him. But yeah, someone like Hank, they can't be helped unless they want to be helped. And what helped me eventually, funnily enough, I was like, it's not easy to break an addiction. And it wasn't, because it stayed like that for a while for me. I don't know how long it was where I was drinking every other day. It wasn't like a complete year. Like I'm pretty sure it was. I can't even tell you, because I don't remember much of that time, because that's what alcohol does. It robs you of time because you get blackout drunk. But there was a point in my life where I was like, I have to change, and I cold turkeyed it. I went 2 years without drinking. I wasn't planning on staying sober forever. I just wanted to see if I could break the habit of needing to drink. And so I went 2 years without drinking. And then I had a drink at my friend's birthday. And then I went another 2 years without drinking. And so I was like, I think I kicked the habit. Like, yeah, there's times where I'm like itching. I'm like, I could go for a shot of whiskey right now, but I don't cave in, thankfully. But I still do drink. However, it's not every other day. Now it's more like once every 3 months. Sometimes it's like once every 6 months. So it's like, yeah, I drink, but I've drastically cut back on my consumption. And when I do drink, it's not like to get drunk, because that is a horrible feeling that I never want to go back to. Like, drinking in moderation, that's fine. Like I said, thankfully, I've kicked the habit and drink every now and then now. But holy crap, I can see Hank's problem. Like it's easy to be super judgmental to a drunk. And it kind of still is when it's like, yeah, everyone has problems, but you don't have to kill yourself to deal with it. You kind of have to live on, especially if you lose a kid, because if you die, their memory dies with you. You should stay alive, remember them, and see where the future takes you. I mean, Hank is too old, I guess, to start a family new, but he could always date a single mom. That's not bad. Get some stepkids and they'll love you, hopefully, as a biological father. Hey, Connor is there. Maybe he could be the son you wanted. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of wrong to think of Connor that way, to be a replacement kid, especially right now. It's a little too soon. I don't know. Maybe in the future. Who knows? But Hank needs to keep on living. Anyways, let's just get on with the next mission. Oh, we're here for the spare parts.
This is crazy. If they catch us, we're dead. What do we do now?
We need to find the CyberLife warehouse. That's where they keep the spare parts and the blue blood.
Follow me.
So I'm gonna assume most of this is automated, so we shouldn't run into humans.
Don't let them see us.
But I was gonna say, maybe they still have security cameras. Oh, wait, those are androids, right? Not humans. Yeah, I guess they're gonna have androids, so we shouldn't let them see us either.
Watch out.
Drones.
Now what do we do?
I'll find another way.
Right, for some reason I thought all of this was going to be AI and there was going to be no one here, but I forgot that androids are still a thing. They're going to have android workers here keeping an eye on everything. CyberLife warehouse, right there.
Marcus, climb up here.
That kind of looked like a human. He's wearing a hood, and I don't think an android would care about the rain. I guess they would still need some human supervisors for a job like this.
The warehouse is up ahead. We're almost there.
So it's not fully automated, but mostly.
CyberLife warehouses. We have everything we're looking for.
First, we have to get rid of that drone.
Leave it to me.
I was gonna say, are we gonna do that cool ass ability that he has? We are. This is not gonna work, but let's see. Yeah, we would be spotted. I thought he was gonna fall to his death. No, the problem is that we would be spotted. There it is, so probably still go up. Too high. Would be too far. There we go. Hey North, you want to check something out? Trying to show off to the girl. I should be focused on the mission.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good job, Marcus.
Thank you. Hey, she
Open
approves.
the other crates and fill your bags. Take as much as you can.
What? Oh.
You were trespassing on private property. Your presence constitutes a level 2 infraction. I will notify security.
Goddamn machine!
Run away. Grab and hide. Kill him. Oh, there's something else. There's something else. We could just hide. Oh, fuck.
John!
I need your help.
John!
Maybe he can help us. I saw the flicker turn yellow on his LED.
There you are! What the hell are you doing?
I was inspecting the platform. Everything is in order.
Good. Then I'm going back to the control station. I'm soaked. Take the drone to maintenance and make a report.
Understood.
Simon is right there. He's right there. How did he not see him?
Let's finish up and get out of here.
Thank you for helping us.
Try to find some blue blood. We still don't have enough.
I thought that if we held him, it was gonna be more suspicious because they're like, where is he? He was supposed to be here, and then he might go on to high alert. And I saw the LED turn yellow, so it's like maybe he's like on our side now. Check the bigger crates. And thankfully it worked out.
Why aren't you like us? Don't you want to be free? You could join us.
Wait, so Marcus has the ability to free androids of their servitude by touch? I mean, it looks like he's a little surprised as well, kinda. Like, wait, did I always have that ability? At North, we keep impressing the girl. Not that I'm trying to, but I'm not gonna be complaining.
That's all we can carry. Let's go.
Take me with you.
He's on their side. We can't trust him.
He literally helped us.
We can't just leave him here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't bring them back with us. It's too dangerous.
Accept his help?
They come with us.
Okay. North. Oh.
I know where you can find more spare parts.
What do you mean?
The trucks. They're full of biocomponents. They run on autopilot, but they can be driven manually with a key.
Where is this key?
Down there, in the control station. There are 2 human guards. We'll have to get the key without being noticed.
This is suicide, Marcus. Our bags are full. We got what we came for. Let's go before they catch us.
This is a truck full of spare parts. There'd be enough for all of us. We can't pass this up.
And if we get killed, our people will have nothing. We can't take that chance. It's too risky.
No one is on the same page. Everyone has something to say. But I guess I'm the one deciding.
Wait here. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, go without me.
Marcus.
I'm coming with you.
No, I'm going alone. It's not worth it for both of us to risk losing our lives.
Okay, North. I'm getting a crush on you, but let me do this. See, I'm going to impress her yet again. We are losing relationship, gaining relationship, losing relationship, gaining relationship. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to show her that I am capable of leading Jericho, because apparently I'm making all the decisions here of what to do. Oh, wait. So there's that. Okay, because choosing which window is imperative, and obviously we're going to choose the window that is not in the lit up room. You do something with the dogs. Oh wait, if we free them, maybe. Well, I would get attacked. But the game is letting me inspect them, so I thought we were going to do something more with them.
Goddamn dogs. What the fuck are they barking
They're there.
at?
Could be the weather. They don't like storms.
Yeah, I was gonna take my kids camping this weekend. So much for that.
Is Mike still?
Oh, I see it. It's hidden right there on the left side. I think that's the only thing that's interactable.
In Zone 4? Looks like it.
Yeah,
And he should be done
that'd
already.
be the key.
Often here, they're not patrolling in that.
Key found. Threaten the guards. That is not gonna go well. There's something over there. Okay, maybe now I can do something about the dogs, because it let us inspect them. I cannot go back out this way though. Okay, they have their backs towards me. Oh, I can go out here. Okay, let me try. Lure the guards outside. Oh, I could do the barrels. Like, make some noise? That seems like a more peaceful resolution.
Fuck, what was that?
The drums fell down.
Fuck, my palms are sweating. Jump! Get in there, Marcus! Okay. Go. Oh my god, I can't control him. I can't control him still. Are they gone? Can I return? I'm gonna hope so. Oh, I thought they were still there. I was trying to see if I could see them walk back. Oh, thank you.
Did you
Hey,
get it?
North. I did.
Nice.
I was waiting for that relationship thing to go up.
Hurry, get in.
Is everyone on board? I'm going to assume so. So, North, it looks like it's just the two of us up here. How you been? Unique name you got. Who gave it to you? I probably shouldn't ask that because it's probably a bad memory of her previous life. And they didn't even realize they were robbed. No one got killed, and we got the parts we needed, and then some.
A truckload! We stole a whole truckload! We got bio components for everybody!
We couldn't have done it without Marcus.
Admired by Jericho, friend of North.
I came to Jericho because here androids are free. Free to live in the dark, hoping that no one finds us. Free to die in silence, waiting for a change that's never gonna come. But I don't want that freedom. And I'm not gonna beg for the right to smile, or love, or stand tall. I don't know about you, but there's something inside me that knows that I am more than what they say. I am alive, and they're not gonna take that from me anymore. Our days of slavery are over. What humans don't want to hear, we will tell them. What they don't want to give, we take. We are people. We are alive. We are free.
So we're the newcomer, and we become the de facto leader. And he's proven himself capable. And in such a short amount of time, he's already changed everything for the better. So, if he leads, I'll follow. Marcus stole a truck full of parts. It could have ended differently. Probably could have ended a lot badly for us. Okay, let's go to the front. So, we're admired by Jericho. We're a friend to North. Josh is still neutral. Simon is our friend, though. Josh, it's funny. It's like they all have their own opinions of what should be done, and depending on my actions, some of them lose relationships, some of them gain relationship. But I mean, North went. We were down with North from the beginning, but now she's our friend. So. Follow North, 0%. Wait. Oh, no, wait. That was my friend's stats, and I don't have friends that play this game. 88% followed North. What's the alternative? Didn't the game want you to follow her? Neutralized drone. Marcus unharmed. Oh, we could have been hurt doing that. I don't know how. Security android appears. We grabbed him and hid. 85%. That seemed like the logical choice. John becomes deviant. I'm guessing that's the android security. Guard searches for security android. We released him. 15%. So out of the 85% who grabbed him, only 15 released him. I thought it was just like the logical thing to do because he was being searched for, and if the guard couldn't find him, wouldn't that spell trouble for us? And I guess what really sold it for me was the fact that the LED turned yellow, which usually shows like, oh, something that's outside the programming is happening with this android. Blue means everything is up to order. Yellow means like something different is happening. And then the red that we've seen, I think, is when it's complete deviancy, right? At least that's how I've been interpreting it. But we released him, and it was to our benefit because the guard left. 68%. Oh. So out of the 85% which the guard is searching for the android, only 68% of them got the guard to leave. I'm guessing the other one was that he gets killed. Resume search. 73% of us freed those androids. Why would anyone leave them? I guess it's not our what's the term? I can't even think of it. It's not our right, I guess I'll say. It's not our right to change them or not. I guess that's up to them. If they want to free themselves eventually, they'll have to come to that conclusion. But if we can free them, why not? See, I at least gave them a choice because I freed them. Now, if they want to go back to the same old routine of being just an autonomous machine with AI, they can, or they could join us. You know, like I wasn't forcing them to come with us. I just freed them. What they want to do with that freedom is up to them. John wants to join, and I accepted. Okay. I was a little confused because I didn't know if we were going to accept what they wanted, which is to leave John, or accept John's proposal. But this is what I wanted. I wanted John to join us. Because, see, we're not forcing them. We're giving them a choice. He wanted in. Why not? Make our numbers stronger. But then that's also more people to worry about and take care of. But also more people that can help us. John mentions key. 69% of people went for it. I guess the 11% didn't want to risk it. My hands were definitely sweating in this mission towards the end. 14% lured the guards out. So then others decided to use the gun method, or I guess there was another method. I did see that there was something else to interact with, but I had my sights set on trying to do some sort of distraction on the outside. I thought we were going to get the dogs involved. Like I thought maybe if we opened the cage, the dogs would be running and the guards would go after them, buying me the time that I needed. But then they were barking, so they probably would have attacked me. Wouldn't have been a good choice. We avoided the guards, though, stole the key, and left with the truck. 63% of people got that. Okay, so this is where I'm going to end this episode. Things are ramping up. That is for certain. We've become the de facto leader of Jericho. Because the short amount of time that we've been here, we've changed it for the better. We've already stolen the parts that they needed. Something that they would have never have done if I never showed up. They would have just gladly die, or I guess not gladly, but reluctantly die inside of Jericho because they've accepted their fate. They don't like it, but they've accepted it. So yeah, reluctantly just died off. Instead, we're like, we're gonna change things up. Okay, we know where to get these spare parts. Let's just go and do it. And in fact, we did more than that. We stole a truck full of parts, so it's good enough for everyone and then some. And we got some more androids to help us. So if we need to pull off another heist, there's more of us, and we could probably hit multiple stores if need be. See, we're doing things for the better. We're changing things up. So I guess we've become the de facto leader, and they like us so far. Hopefully it stays that way. It's just, I get it with so many people around, and I use the term people even though they're androids, but they basically behave like humans. But with so many people around, there's bound to be some disagreements. There's going to be people butting heads because it's like, you might think it's a good idea, that person might not. Another person might be neutral, and people are just going to be like, we can't do this, we should, maybe not, think about it, what if? And it's going to create like disharmony. Is that a word? Disharmonious synergy between us. Like we're going to be bickering, but it feels like Marcus is going to be like the final call. He gets to decide, are we doing it? Are we not? Are we looking for an alternative? What's the call here? And they're going to follow us regardless whether they like it or not, because yeah, Marcus is shaking things up, and oh boy, it's only going to get better from here, isn't it? Anyways, this is where I'm going to end the episode. I'm definitely going to read, so if you guys want to see that, stay tuned. If not, I'll see you guys next time. All right, I found both of the articles. This one was a lot easier to find because they're both right next to each other at the very top of the list. So let's get on with the first magazine. Time to pull the plug. College ball. Should varsity athletes accept sponsorship? Yes, why shouldn't they? College athletes get so screwed over. They're not allowed to make money for some reason. I don't understand it myself, but it's so stupid. New touchdown replay technology, 100% accurate. Wouldn't that be nice for all sports to have accurate replays? Because even with VAR in football, aka soccer, it's still not accurate. Like a lot of the calls are still questionable, but hey, what can you do about it? I guess get AI to do that. I don't know how I would feel about AI making calls in sports. Anyways, A recent study led by Dr. P. Gorgansky has linked the amount of time we spend in front of screens with the widespread antidepressant epidemic. From the time we wake up to the time we go to bed, we are surrounded by screen-based devices. Of course, too much TV definitely won't make your eyes go square, but it can have other harmful consequences. These include poor sleep, strained eyesight, and lack of face-to-face interaction, driving emotional underdevelopment and depression. This game came out, 2018? I feel ever since 2020, when people were forced to stay at home, the amount of reliancy on devices like TVs, phones, computers, consoles, stuff that takes away from us in our true nature, like from going outside, from going hiking, from going to the beach, from camping, whatever, like I think it has drastically increased, and there might be some link to being depressed and just spending all your time online, I guess. Gorgansky's study found that 2 in 3 people take antidepressants, and lack of social interaction is the leading cause. Meanwhile, the average person spends 82% of their time communicating through a device rather than in person, and relationships are suffering for it. In response, CyberLife has introduced a home psychologist add-on for your Android. Do I want to be talking about my mental health to an Android? In a bid to teach us how to communicate again. That is such a sad way to put it. The upgrade costs $150, but can benefit the whole family with group therapy sessions and activities adapted for children and adults. But Gorgansky is skeptical. Our society is hooked on technology. I don't think yet more technology is the answer. Just go outside and talk to someone. Exactly. I don't think the answer to the problem of relying on technology is to rely on technology to help us overcome our reliance on technology. Because on the contrary, I feel like if you had an Android that can do so much, including therapy, you might start to become reliant on it. If it works, it works, but like it's so ironic because it's like it's working and helping you sort out your mental health, but then you become reliant on the technology. You just changed your phone to an Android reliance. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I do believe with Gorgansky. And the thing is, I am one of those people. I am a homebody. I spend more time online than I do outside. It's my own fault. I haven't gone on a date in a long time. I used to go on them, not frequently, maybe like twice a year, so it's not that much, but it was something. There's people out there who have never been in a relationship, and obviously that leads to frustrations. And if we had technology where AI relationships could be fully functional like the real thing, people would. In fact, I talked about this before. People are dating AI currently. But if we got to the point where you had a physical robot that resembled a human and behaved like a human and talked like a human, and it was so uncanny that you couldn't tell the difference between a human and an android except for the LED on their head, so many people would go that route because they haven't had success talking with people, whether it's anxiety due to rejection, due to people thinking that you're weird or ugly or what have you. There's a lot of people that would just go down that route, and they're like, I'm gonna skip the steps of talking to someone, just get an Android girlfriend or boyfriend and just be done with it. And it's so much easier. And I like I said, have gone on dates before, but I haven't recently. But I feel like I've spent so much time online now that I do feel like if I was hanging out with someone, I think I would be awkward. I wouldn't know what to talk to them about. If I went on a date, I think it'd be worse. Like hanging out with friends, okay, we could talk about stuff we have in common. I guess you could do that on a date too. That's the whole point, but you don't know the other person. I know my friends. We've been friends for years, so I already know their likes and dislikes. This is a new person. How am I supposed to talk to you without you feeling that I'm weird, you know, like, oh my god, this guy is such a nerd. He spends time at home, he plays video games and stuff. Like, I guess find a woman who's into that as well. I don't know. I do suffer from the lack of social interaction, in the sense that I don't know how to talk to people if I hung out with them. If I went on a date with someone, what do I say to them? I feel like I'd be so weird and awkward. Yeah. So I definitely see the rise of people like me because of 2020. So many people were left at home that they just become reliant to their new lifestyle of like, hey, I'm just gonna go home, I'm just gonna watch Netflix, I'm just gonna play some games, I'm just gonna, you know, spend so much time online, not really interact with people, not go out and touch grass for my mental well-being, because we all crave nature at times. I feel even like just going to the park and relaxing like unwinds us for the most part. I guess there are like a fraction of people who can't stay home 24/7. They'll fine, but I'm pretty sure that they'll be a little better if they actually went outside, but who knows. Anyways, let's get on with the next article. Sales of Android intimate partners are exploding. Here we go. The over-reliance of androids instead of human interaction. Police to use marketing data to identify criminals early. Marketing data? Like the stuff that they're buying, kind of like if they bought gloves, bleach, plastic bags, rope, handcuffs, saws, like that kind of stuff. I guess, yeah, that would raise some red flags, but this seems kind of like what's the term? Norwegian? Is that what it is? It kind of seems like 1984. Politics in focus are, oh yeah, we've read that headline before. Are American senators really corrupt? Like, I feel like yes. The answer is yes. Always yes. Sales of Android intimate partners are exploding. Androids are capable of satisfying customers' sexual and emotional needs, have been a phenomenal success, such that CyberLife has been battling to keep stores stocked. Though the idea seemed far-fetched initially, CyberLife's gamble has paid off. These androids offer nothing less than a full partner experience for men or women. The advantages are many. Androids take care of the house, cook to a high standard, and fulfill any sexual fantasy without ever saying, "Not tonight, honey, I have a headache." While CyberLife initially focused on urban singles to buy its models, this year's record divorce rate seems to show that many men and women today prefer to live with an android than a human partner. This won't help the already plummeting birth rate, which raises serious questions about the role androids play in our society. And I was about to bring that up, the birth rates. Japan is suffering from that because I think people are more focused on a career than finding love. They don't have time for that, so they just focus on their job, and they're suffering a declining birth rates. If androids became this advanced, like I was stating earlier, where they look just like a human, behave just like a human, talk just like a human, where it's indistinguishable apart from the LED lights, people aren't going to go for this because it's so much easier. You don't have to worry about rejection. An android technically can't reject you. And yeah, it feels weird now because we're seeing androids that have sentience, but think of them as like a sex doll with AI. When you look at a sex doll, it's an inanimate object. You don't really feel much for it. It might resemble a human depending on your preference. I'm sure there's like furry dolls and alien-like dolls and you know, whatever you're into, but for the most part, sex dolls do resemble humans, but they're just a doll. They don't think, they don't have feelings, they're nothing. So, you know, it's just a more advanced sex toy. You know, there are other types of sex toys, whether they're phallic shaped or they look like a flashlight, if you catch my drift. And they're just toys. You don't think much of it. This one just happens to look like a human, and you don't think much of it. But if they were androids with AI, it's like, wow, yeah, I don't need to talk to a human anymore. I don't need to worry about rejection. I could just order my android. They can be my partner. They can do work around the house. And yeah, sexual frustrations, they don't exist because this android, they have all the stamina in the world. They're a machine. I'm pretty sure they don't get tired out. And so they can go for as many or as few rounds as you want, whenever, however. Because I did get the damn shader, what do they call it? Where it's loading up, compiling. When it's compiling the shaders, it did that again. So it showed me all the androids and their functions, and it went back to the sex dolls, essentially, the sex bots. And it said, like, you know, it's got all these positions it can do, all these techniques, and it even has that romance option if you want something more intimate. So it fulfills all your needs. I could definitely see why people would go for that, especially because an android won't physically or mentally abuse you. So if you've been in that type of situation, an android looks like a promising thing, because if you just want intimacy, you could probably get it from this android, considering how advanced it is, and you won't have to worry about it mistreating you or any sort of that stuff. And then of course you have the abusers themselves. They could probably go for an android because the android is going to do everything that they want, and as long as they're not sentient, it's just a machine, you could be thinking that, okay, it's justifiable because it's like, it's just a robot. At least he's not abusing an actual human, you know? But of course, in this universe, androids are becoming self-aware, and now that's where the lines need to be drawn, because it's like, they're not just a machine anymore. They shouldn't be mistreated. They feel, they hurt, they don't want to die. Now you have to start treating them like humans, but I'm guessing that's where the game's going to come in, about hopefully getting people to view androids in a different light than they are right now. But until then, if you just see them as robots, you could make this justification that, oh, you know, it's okay to work them 24/7 because they're just a robot. It's okay to make love to a robot 5 times in a row because they're just a robot. They're not going to say, not tonight, honey. They don't feel like it. They're just a machine. You know, it's okay to abuse them. I mean, you saw how Hank treated us at the police station. Connor had it coming by the way we were talking to him, and Connor ended up apologizing, but you saw that Hank just like grabbed us, threatened to destroy us. The other officer showed up. It's like, hey Hank, sorry to interrupt, but you're needed over here, blah blah blah, and then he just walks away. He didn't care what he was doing to Connor, because in their mind they're just machines. And if that's how they stayed, I could see, you know, the whole android thing being great. But now that things are getting changed, now that androids are getting sentience, now maybe we should start drawing lines somewhere, maybe apply some laws to them as well. But anyways, yeah, I could definitely see why people would go for an android over a human, just because it's much more easier to date one, especially because they will do anything you want. Hell, if you love watching certain type of shows or movies, like cheesy romance comedies, the android will never say no to you. They'll take you on that date. So yeah, I could see why the popularity of android love would skyrocket. And of course, we have to address the elephant in the room about how this article had North on the front page. Well, not North probably, but a North model, because we know that androids are mass produced. They all have their own role in society. Some are cooks, some are babysitters, some are love bots, let's put it that way. And North has that model of like the one that we saw in front of this article talking about sex bots. We've already read the article in the police station about how someone resembling North was an escort for Eden Club. She went out with a customer, never returned. North definitely was a sex bot. I can see why she would get mad if we try to talk to her about her past, because like I said in the Jericho episode, if you want to be a sex worker, that's your choice. Like, I'm not going to judge you if that's what you want to do, as long as it's consensual, you know? But not everybody wants to be that type of worker. And if you're forced into that type of life, obviously you're going to hold a lot of resentment for everyone who put you in that situation. And you're definitely going to want to bury that and not talk about it because it was a dark moment in your past when you're forced to do it. And these androids, they don't get a choice. They get assigned a role, and that's what they have to be. And once you become self-aware, you're gonna be like, holy crap, this is terrible. Why did I get dealt this hand in life? Why couldn't I have been a babysitter or something? Why did I have to be someone's love bot? So while North may not be the one who ran away from Eden Club, while she might not be the exact same person in this article for the image that they showed, that pretty much confirms to me that that's what North had to deal with. So yeah, I can see why she would be mad, but she's free now. So anyways, this is where I'm going to end the episode. So if you guys are enjoying this, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.